Hello everyone, welcome to this new episode of Watch That Catitude. Over our Facebook group, I've had a lot of people asking me what to do if their cat bites or scratches them out of blue. Whether you have a kitten or an adult cat, biting is one of the most common catitudes. So in this video, I will equip you with knowledge of understanding why your cat bites you and how you can prevent it for a bite-free tomorrow. Now bear with me, there are 3 parts of this video and all of them are equally important. Now before we head on to the behavioral issues and how to modify them, I must say, and I say this before every video I make on behavior issues of cats, it's that you must get your cat medically checked before trying to modify their behavior, because most of the time any change in behavior is due to a medical issue. I have a separate video that talks in detail about body language of the cat before it actually scratches or bites you, and I highly recommend you go and watch that one. However, I will give you a quick recap of that in this one as well. These are definitely some of the signs that I have seen people do not really know about, so it's important that you learn them before we go ahead and train your cat out of this scratching and biting. Now that we've talked about the body language, there are 2 things that I need you to take out of your mind right away. One of them is that my cat, if it's not enjoying a situation, it will walk away. Second is my cat is biting me to spite me. A big no and a big no. Cats don't just bite or scratch for fun, and cats certainly don't always just walk away when they're uncomfortable in a situation. You know their body language, you can understand that they're about to bite or scratch you, and you can throw something in the opposite direction and simply just quickly walk away. Don't stand there, throw something and walk away. But there are some cases where this might not be possible. The cat doesn't have a favorite toy, the cat doesn't have a favorite treat that you can throw away before it actually bites or scratches you. In this case, I suggest that you clicker train your cat. Now, I will be making a separate video on clicker training your cats. However, I will give you a short introduction to it right now. It's pretty simple. You can buy clickers anywhere in a pet shop which make this sound. And your cat needs to associate this sound with something positive like a treat. So how do you train it? Do 5 to 10 minute session every day with your cat. You simply have to click and give your cat a treat. Click, give your cat a treat. Click, give your cat a treat. Soon your cat will associate this with something positive. It will take a few days and a few sessions for your cat to associate a nice treat with this. Now make sure you use a very high value treat or a treat that your cat really loves. Don't give your cat this treat on any other time other than when you're clicker training them. I have found tuna lines work great for this purpose. This is a very handy device and you can just keep it in your pocket. This helps a lot. When you see your cat coming in a bite mode, you take out the clicker and you click it. Now what will happen is your cat will forget about biting or scratching, but it will start looking for the treat. Alright, now that this has been sorted, we are moving on to eliminating whatever the source of stress is for your cat, or a source of overstimulation is for your cat, that it's getting into this bite and scratch mode to start with. For this you need to do a bit of detective work. So things to remember are: 1. Is there a time of day when your cat specifically starts biting or getting very restless? Is there a specific place in the house that your cat becomes very overstimulated in or very protective in? Is your cat biting when you're stroking it or when you're cuddling with it? Does the cat bite when it's near the window or a doorway? Does the cat bite when it's near another resident cat? Does your cat bite when you're preparing food or eating food yourself? Is your cat generally bored around the house? These are some of the things why your cat may be getting overstimulated, bored, restless, or anxious. If one of this is relevant to you, here are some possible ways in which you can prevent your cat from getting into this mode. If your cat bites you when you're stroking it or when you're cuddling with it, the best thing to do is do not stroke your cat. When the cat has come up to you for some cuddling, by the way, there's another video where I talk in detail on how your cat tells you when it actually wants to be stroked or cuddled. So I do suggest you go and check that out. So when your cat is in the mood of getting strokes or cuddles, only stroke her or him for a few seconds and then stop. And if the cat comes for more, stroke it again, continue with few seconds at a time and stop, few seconds at a time, stop. If at any of this time the cat starts showing any of the signs that I've talked to you about, stop stroking it altogether. If your cat is biting you at a specific place like a doorway or a window, try to see what's there that actually is stressing the cat out. It might be a stray cat or another cat coming in your own garden that really makes your own cat anxious, and then it gets into this hyper mode to bite or scratch whatever's in front of it. It could also be a machinery in the house like a washing machine or a dishwasher, which is scaring your cat in that specific area and it's getting really anxious. If your cat bites you when it's resting on its cat tree or in its favorite bedding, then obviously the best thing to do is to stop approaching your cat when it's resting. If your cat is biting you while you prepare food for them or while you're eating food yourself, best thing to do is, if it bites you when you're eating food yourself, start feeding your cat at the same time as you eat food yourself. This will distract your cat from your food. If your cat really gets hyper when you're preparing its food, clicker training comes handy here as well. Start throwing treats towards your cat on the floor whenever you're preparing some of its food, so it's distracted and looking at around the floor to find those treats rather than focusing on you all the time. If your cat is bored, then I would suggest you give your cat a routine which includes a lot of meal sessions in activity feeders as well as play sessions. You can also see my video on how to give your cat a routine and how to play with your cat, which talk about these things in detail, which make your and your cat's life much more easier. If you have any more questions regarding your cat, please feel free to join my Facebook group where I give out advice specific to different cats. You can find the link below. If you like my video, please do like and subscribe to our channel and check out our social media on Instagram and our Facebook group. Thank you.